working on my energy. Cleaning up, I'm taking care of myself and me. Drinking coffee, take a sip, they say I'm sparkling. Manifest, I write it down, you know it's. Hi, Megan Jones. Welcome back to my channel and Happy New Year! Guys, it's our very first video for 2023. Yes, I know I'm starting a little late, but listen, your girl needed to take some time off, catch her bearings and stuff like that. If it is y'all are hearing any like breeze in the background, it's because like the window is like right there. Right, so I'm sorry for that in advance. So Happy New Year, guys. I hope you all are doing well. A bright and prosperous new year to each and every one of you. Alright, guys. So the reason why I'm gonna give your girl take a little time off is because one, well, I started Vlogmas. I did 12 days of Christmas. If you were there, you will see, right? I reached day 8, but I didn't finish because I just got tired, right? And I just need to catch my bearings because when the new year started, you are so bombarded with, you need to do your resolutions, you need to do this, you need to do that, the other. And it's like too much noise. So I just allow everybody to do their thing, and I'm now starting what I have to do, and I haven't even written down anything. Like, that's what I mean. Like, I haven't even written down anything to say, well, okay, this is my goals, this, that, the other. Because, listen, guys, it's okay. If it is you don't do it January 1st, it's okay, right? You can put your goals that you would like for yourself for the year, or otherwise week, months, however you decide to do it, right? At any time, and you can change that at any time. You don't have to be pressured by society or social media as January 1st you're supposed to have your resolutions done, you're supposed to have your goals done, you're supposed to this, that, and the other, right? If it is you don't have that, that means you wouldn't be successful this year. That's so not true. Like, that's not true, okay? It's definitely not true, right? You can set your goals when it is you see fit, and you can change those goals as well. You can change your goals. Your goals don't need to be set in stone. Sometimes we put a specific goal that we would like to have, but it isn't smart, right? It isn't realistic at the time, but because we want it, we put it there. But as time goes on, we realize that, hey, I'm not able to achieve that goal at this particular time, and it's okay that you change it. It's okay that it don't go that way, as long as you are moving and you are putting things in place that you would get there in sooner or later. Before we continue, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to follow me on Aesthetic on both Instagram and on TikTok. Get into this video. So I have some questions here that I got off of another video, but I believe it was off of Canva. So I just wrote down the questions and I did not answer them. I said I want to be as authentic as possible and come here and share it with you guys that, hey, let's see what it is my mind is telling me, right in front of the camera. So the first question that I have from that app was top accomplishments. So for 2022, I would consider that I had 3 accomplishments. The 3 accomplishments where I got the class that I wanted to do. So I know I haven't told you all what this class is about, but as you all know, I do makeup. I love makeup. It's a hobby of mine that I'm crazy about, right? So I'm going to let you know that the class that I got through to do is about makeup. So I am pursuing a makeup class that will be certified, where it's from a certified institution where I can, further it as long as I want to. So that is the class that I'm doing, right? So yeah, one was that I gained confidence in driving, right?
Now, I'm not I'm not beginner, but I'm not ripe as well. Like I wouldn't call myself green, but I'm half ripe when it comes to driving, right? And with driving, you have your parents there. It have one who would be okay and yeah, go ahead and do it, and another who would be like more cautious and stuff like that. And because of the cautious parent, you every time they start is like, oh, here we go, right? But I gained the confidence to drive anywhere that I would like without fear of where it is. It's, for example, the highway, right? Like, there's the easiest place to drive though. It's just that it's fast paced, right? But I gained that confidence to do it. I did it. I enjoyed it. And I would definitely do it again. Right? I did it without that parent knowledge, but I did let them know afterward, and you know, I was happy that I did. I did not allow it to faze me or make me be fearful, and I did it, and I'm excited about it. And now I can go anywhere. Yeah. Next accomplishment was I got the job I said I would have. So last year, 2022, I made a goal that I will get a job. Right? I did not I was not very specific about that job, but I did get a job. Right? So I can always let you all know about that in another video, but not today. I did get that job that I said I would have gotten. So I will say, put it into the atmosphere, manifest it, whatever you need to do, pray about it. You can get what it is you want to get. So I did get the job, and it was an accomplishment for me. Thank you. So what did I do well? So the other question is, what did I do well? So for 2022, what did I do well? Try staying on top of keeping my surroundings how I prefer it to be, which is clean, right? I still have a little person that you might get toys here and there, things might be left here, etc. But I go behind afterward, and pick up the things that she probably didn't pick up, or be on her to also clean up after herself. So that's something I believe I did well. All right. Another thing is making my bed in the morning. Right now, I was not a person to do that. Right. I will be honest. I will just roll the bed and half the will pass and the bed will still remain like that. Yeah. But 2022, I've tried to aim at making my bed on a morning. So yeah, I believe I did that well. I also something else that I definitely did well was keeping up with my skincare routine. Now, last year my skin was horrid. Okay, it was ridiculous. Absolutely. It has been the worst. In terms of marks, it's been the worst I've ever encountered in my lifetime, right? And I needed to do something about it. Now, it's not perfect as yet, but it will get there. But where it is today to where it was, huge accomplishment on my part. I did well keeping up with my skincare routine both morning and night to get my skin to where I needed to be. I am pimple free, right? When I was in my early 20s, I used to get some pimples there, right? And now I have not a single bump, not a bump inside. And I'm so excited about that. That's something I did well, right? Some might see that as trivial, but I see that as something because, as you all know, I do makeup, and I am on YouTube, and your skin, your face is something that is being shown, right? As a makeup artist, I will call myself that, yes. As a makeup artist, your face is your selling point, in my opinion. If you could beat your face and everything smooth and right, that's your selling, that's your seller. Like, if you can, like, if somebody see your face, oh hi, who did your makeup? And they said, oh, I did it myself. Really? And they want, and and they start conversating with you and stuff like that. But if your skin underneath that makeup isn't good, you know, then how can you have flawless makeup? That, listen, to me, you need to take care of your skin in order for your makeup to do what it needs to do. Okay, so yes, that was something that I did well. How can next year or this year be better? 2023. How can 2023 be better? For me, 2023 can be better financially. It can be better in terms of parenting for me, right? It can be better in terms of like time management. Also, it can be better, as I said, in mental health, right? Where you're not so triggered by certain things. That is something I would like to work on. Right? Like, I don't know if it's because of COVID and the constant news of certain things, but death, funerals, I I didn't want to deal with it. For the last 2 years or so straight, I did not attend a funeral. I don't want to hear who died. I don't want to hear who's sick. I don't know. I don't even want to see a dead person, right? No, I was a person that I used to enjoy like crime shows and stuff like that. I don't want to see it. I don't want to look at it. I don't. No, baby, no. I would have a hard time sleeping. I will have. It would be horrific, and I don't know what caused it. I don't know what. It just. I don't know what was it, but even for myself, right? You know, I had this fear of dying, like I'm going to die, and that fear been there for a while. And I'm praying that 2023 do not have that fear, that fear will be removed from me, knowing that God has my life in his hands, and he is the one that have a say over my life, and I don't have to be phased for something like that. He will prosper me in every way possible, and I will walk among the living for as long as he says. So that's something that can be better for 2023. Something else that can be better is my patience. Like, sometimes when we know or we want certain things, when we want certain things, sometimes we want it right then and there, right? And when things change or when things happen, you can't quite understand it, or understanding to the change that is happening, and it's very hard to accept the change, etc. I'm hoping that I am not as phased by change this year, right? I am very off where change is concerned. As much as I am a very adaptable person, it takes from me to adapt. I am adaptive, but it takes from me. So hopefully this year will be better in terms of my patience, in terms of adapting to change. May it be an easier flow than how it has been in the past, right? May it be better financially. I would love to be financially stable, and not have to month to month. I can't deal with the month to month or the however. I I just can't do it. It's ridiculous to me, right? I can't, it's, but I, let me say I can't do it. I could do it, but I prefer not to, right? This, no. So, what am I grateful for? I'm grateful for life. I'm grateful that I have health and strength, that I am not in a hospital bed. All my body, all my organs within my body is functional. I'm grateful for my parents, my uncles, aunts, my family, my daughter, right? For sure, I'm grateful for her, right? I'm grateful for opportunities that I don't know about just yet. Um, Opportunities that I was given already, and opportunities that is to come. Right? I'm speaking it into existence. Opportunities that is coming, open doors that is coming, closed doors. I'm grateful for those closed doors. Those doors that was closed unexpectedly, right? I would say I am grateful for it because it is to protect me in some way. It is to push me to go forward in some way, right? Sometimes in life we don't see the negative things as good, right? And we I because it deemed negative, we leave it there, and it is, oh, XYZ, it happened this way, it happened that way, and it shouldn't have done that, and it shouldn't have this, right? And we dwell on how negative this negative thing was. And something I've learned this year, which we will go into, is that sometimes closed doors, sometimes hurtful situations, it's there to teach us, and it's there to improve us, it's there to change us for better, right? Because sometimes hurtful things happen or bad things happen, and we cry about it, we grieve about it, we're angry about it, not knowing that, hey, something better is coming, that this happened to strengthen me, that this happened to make me not be as naive as I once was. So I'm grateful for these. Now we can go into a great deal of this conversation, so I'll keep it sweet and short. Short and sweet, and say I'm grateful for life, I'm grateful for my family, I'm grateful for opportunities that have come, and opportunities that is coming. I'm grateful for the true friends that I do have, right? I'm grateful to be here, right? I'm breathing, I'm living, and yeah. Biggest lessons. Okay. Now 2022 been doing too much. Okay. It's been doing too much. But for 2022, one of the biggest lessons that I have learned is not because you have good rapport with a person means that everything should just be hunky dory and that's going to win. Why I would say that? Okay, so for example, because you dealt with someone on one level, right? Just say, for instance, if it goes into a professional level, you need to deal with that person on the professional level. Not because, hey, me and his friends are we kiki haha with each other means that, hey, we were kiki haha on a professional level. So just how you say you don't have any friends in business, right? It's not friends in business as long as it's not family in business either. If it is, we are doing business on a professional level, therefore we do things on that level if you was to do it with a stranger. So that is something that I have learned this year. So, ask the hard questions, do what you need to do in that aspect, and don't expect people to do the correct thing because it is the correct thing, right? And there's another thing, expectation. Having expectations of people, right? Expectations to be or do the things that you expect them to do, or be the person that you expect them to be, right? Something I had to learn in 2022 and still learning is that not everybody's going to think like you. Not everybody is going to be like you, move like you, right? Be considerate like you, right? You will tell yourself that, hey, I will be considerate of this person and do XYZ, or I will do this, right? And okay, for example, if it is I am unable to do something that someone asks of me, right? I will let them know, like, hey, I'm unable to do it. Instead of saying, yes, I would do it, yes, I would do it, and every 2 seconds, yes, I would do it, but you never came through, right? And now you're putting this person hopes high, thinking that yes, you will do something for them, when every day, every hour, every month pass, and you still have not done what they have asked of you, right? It may as well you just be honest and say that, listen, I cannot do it, I'm unable to do it, and allow the person to move on, right? Get someone else who probably could, or find a way. But when you telling the person that, hey, yes, I could do it, and and you're holding that person hope high, you're hurting that person, that don't do someone that, right? Now I had big lessons in this year, right? I learned lessons about being naive, right? That not only, and this lesson wasn't really like my own experience, but learning from other persons, that seeing other persons and under watching what it is, listening what it is, and realizing how the world that we live in, and as we get older, how much we have to try not to be naive to things, right? And to persons, even to your family, right? You need to watch these things, learn patience, right? No, I wouldn't say that I'm 100% patient. No. I'm definitely not patient to where I could be. I'm not, right? I'm not as patient as I need to be or I could be, right? But that was actually the word for me last year. Patience. Every single thing that I've dealt with have pushed me into that word, patience. And I believe that word came from God. He needed me to be patient, right? And as I said, I know that I am not the most ultimate patient person at this point, not as yet. But one of the lessons that I was kicked with, knocked with, pushed around with, listen, go to sleep, get up with, it was patience. I had to learn patience. And it was like every single day it was a battle to learn patience. It was and I'm still there, still learning to be patient, trying. But I'm all in terms of patience, like, zip your mouth, don't say anything, and wait. Just wait and see. Let's see where it goes, see what will happen, right? Patience in terms of, even in the spiritual realm, I've learned patience as well, because with the same job that I told you all about, right? I remember just prior to that, when God sent me to read his word and he asked me, don't you know I will provide? There it also showed me where you need to be patient, because it's like, here you are going about how much you want to work, right? When you need to be patient and wait on God in order for him to do what he needs to do and put things in place in his time, when he see it is fit to get you where you need to be, right? Another lesson that I've learned is about closed doors. Now, Sometimes in life, when doors are closed on us, we tend to get angry. Just as I said earlier on, we tend to be annoyed, upset, and angry about this situation, right? But sometimes, little do we know that that door need to be closed in order for us to move on. That chapter need to end in order for us to move on, right? So we were at that phase. That was that opportunity or that situation that we were in at the time was for something. It has served its purpose, and now it's time to keep stepping, right? So last year I have dealt with one specific closed door, and I was absolutely livid about it. I was angry beyond, I was pissed, right? It took me out of my character and everything. It took me out of the person that I want to be in the eyes of God. I was angry beyond, right? There's no words to express how angry I was. How angry I was. Sorry for the bad grammar. Anywho, um, there's not words that could express how angry I was at that time. And as time passed, I was shown that hey, that's as much as you didn't want that door to close and you didn't expect that door to close because it was very much unexpected, it was just for a period of time. It wasn't for a lengthy period, right? And you would accept that. You didn't know that, but it wasn't for no length of time. It was just there to serve a purpose and for you to move along, because the level that you are at or you are going to be at, that closed door will not serve any purpose any longer, right? And I have was to understand that, and upon understanding that is where I have was to definitely rationalize within myself, sat with myself, think, reflect, and realize that hey, that closed door have absolutely nothing to do with you. It was there for a purpose. It served its purpose, and now it's time for you to move. Because, baby, you were never at that level in the first place. You just passed through. It was a stepping stone. It was there. You stepped on the stone, and hey, on to the next level, right? Because it was never there to be permanent. Although it wasn't permanent, but for the time you didn't expect it to be as short lived as it was, but that's okay. It's time to go on. You didn't need, you wasn't to stay there stagnant for a year. You understand? Or however long. Right? You were just supposed to, touch it and go. It was just a booster. You know how a booster, as it bounces and it goes off and it shoots off. That is what it's supposed to be. It wasn't supposed to be anything, and it wasn't supposed to be long lived. So we have said a lot on biggest lessons. So let's move on, because you can stay here all day. The hardest thing about this year was financially, right? It was about finances. Yeah, definitely. The hardest thing about this year was finances. The hardest thing about this year also was having expectations of persons and expectations being let down. What I need to improve on. What I need to improve on. So as I spoke earlier on, patience. I am still learning to be patient. Not just patient with myself and the things that I want and like things taking too long, but even being patient as a mother, being patient with my daughter. This year, my word is discipline, right? So I am trying to be disciplined this year. So discipline. I want to be disciplined in terms of a lot of things. I want to be disciplined in terms of like my morning routine. I want to continue doing that. My nighttime routine, where my skin is concerned. I want to be disciplined in terms of with my daughter. That certain things that I want to do with her this year, that I stay in routine with her so she can stay in routine, right? Because I will not lie, I am not a routine person. I will start off good and somewhere in between I fall off. I just don't do well with routine, right? So this year is about discipline, trying to put myself on a routine where I can also put my child on a routine and go forward. I also want to be disciplined in terms of my YouTube, try to be more consistent here. I also want to be disciplined in terms of exercise, right? And be disciplined despite how you feel. Some days you don't feel up to it, some days you're out of it, you may not be feeling well, etc. But that does not mean that you cannot continue, right? So despite how you feel, be disciplined about it. So this year, that's what I need to improve on, and I need to improve my patience and time management. Also, something else I need to improve on is my finances, right? So I want to be able to do budgeting habits. I want to develop for this year. I want to develop going to bed much earlier than I usually do, meaning I want to get up earlier. So if I could go to bed at least by 10 p.m., I should be able to wake up by 5:30 a.m., right? If I am able to do that, then I'll be able to start my day earlier and be more productive, right? So I want to get to bed earlier. I want to also have a sleep schedule for my daughter because she goes to bed a little too late, right? And if I am on a sleep schedule, she definitely need to get on a sleep schedule as well, and she should have been. But as I said, I'm not a routine person, so I will start and then I will fall off. But these are habits that I will really want to stick with. For this year, I would like to not spend as much as I did. I want my finances to be better. I want to develop my daughter and I reading more often. I also want to read for myself, right? I want to develop that everything stays in the order that it's in for a little longer than it usually stays, right? So when it is I do clean up and stuff like that, I want things to remain in that order for a while. I want to, what else I want to develop, right? I think that would be it for now, right? So as I said, the word for this year is discipline. We are going to try to be disciplined this year and try to keep consistent, or let me just keep it as discipline, consistent. It runs in the same family, in my opinion. So we sticking to the things that we start, right? So you're waking up early, try to wake up early every day, right? Do things that will help you achieve that goal. So going to bed earlier, waking up will allow you to wake up earlier, right? Skincare routine will allow your skin to be will be clearer, cleaner, more pimple free, because you find a skincare routine that works for you and you stick with it. And sometimes we always say that, oh, this isn't working and that's not working. The reason it's not working is because you're not sticking with it. You're not being disciplined enough to do it every day, every night, to allow it time to work, right? Give it at least 3 months, every day and every night, right? And see that. But if it is, you're using that product and it's breaking out more, then you know, well, of course it's not working. You see this, you know. But if you get something and it seems that it seems to be doing okay, stick with it and see what it does. Give it at least 3 months and see how far it goes. Yeah guys, that is it for this video. I hope you all enjoyed this conversation that we have, and I wish you all a happy new year once again. Alright guys, may we be disciplined this year in everything that we set out to do. May we achieve our goals that we have for ourselves. Yes, I have goals, but I will not be sharing my goals. Sorry. I wouldn't be sharing those specific goals with you guys right now. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to click that notification bell so you'll be notified every time I upload a new video. Don't forget to follow me at Shanalana Aesthetic on both platforms, TikTok and Instagram. And I'll see you guys in another one. Stay tuned because another video will be a Pennywise haul, the last Pennywise shopping that I did for 2022. Right, it was a mini Pennywise haul, so if it is you would like to see that, don't forget to click that notification bell and subscribe button. And see you guys in the next one. Bye.